Wonder Woman issue 15, Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chang is back on the art. And of course, it's been pretty documented that I'm not super into this. And this was the one that I was really worried about, like having the months away from, because I was like, oh, am I going to even remember anything? Am I going to?
It helps that this is mostly the start of the next point of the series with the New God stuff, because we were just kind of teasing that, I think, at the end of the last couple issues.
Yeah. So yeah, I understood for the most part. I mean, character names were a bit rough. Like, I was remembering kind of who was around, and I remembered Zola, and I'm like, okay, I remember them having this other godly character with them, but I couldn't remember who it was until someone said she was Hera, and I was like, oh, it's Hera, that's right, okay. And it came back to me. I couldn't remember what not Constantine's name was until someone said it. So
Lennox.
It's Lennox, yes. But
the only one I'm struggling to remember is the new brother for this issue.
Oh, he's new though, so I mean, I
yeah. I know they said it at some point, but he's the only one I'm forgetting.
I want to say it was something like Milan or Milo or something like that.
Oh, Milan, that sounds right.
Yeah. Who Orion comes and speaks to at the start of the issue. Says he wants to find someone. And...
Yeah, he's blind, but he clearly has some sort of power to find things.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, because he's like wandering around. The impression we get is this homeless guy who's blind, wandering around looking for food in the bin. Pulls out what is, I'm assuming, supposed to be a Subway, given the line that he says, but it's like covered in like flies.
The line is eat fresh. I think you can say it. I don't know if you have to dance around it.
Well, I didn't know. Play it safe.
That's it. What possible trouble could we get in for you to eat fresh?
Oh, I wasn't really avoiding it. I was just like, oh, the line that he says. I didn't feel like...
You can mention slogans. Do you know how annoying it is from a radio perspective for you to bring up something and dance around it for no reason? It's just weird.
I wasn't really dancing around it. I wasn't avoiding it. I was just, the line that he says.
We can say all the slogans we want. Nah, 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 nah. I'm loving it. See, you can say as much as you want. No, there's no copyright police. It's fine.
I really hope this gets copyright slapped down after all that.
For me being that off tune, I don't think we've got to worry about it.
Probably not, but it would be funny.
So, so you got Zola and Hera still at each other's throats. Although it feels like they're going to start to form a bit of a weird awkward friendship, because they both because they're told to stay in the hotel room, and they basically by the end of the issue like, Joy, sneak out and go do stuff because it's boring. And
yeah, there's a lot of like sibling rivalry stuff going on at the start where they're fighting, and they're like, "Oh, she started it," both saying that at the same time.
Yeah, over the TV. Yeah, they're fighting over the channels.
Yeah.
Whereas Lennox takes Wonder Woman into the subways because they're trying to find, obviously, Zola's baby. They're trying to get to all that stuff. But of course, Lennox is not expecting Orion to show up when he goes to speak to this new brother god. And they have a bit of a confrontation until Wonder Woman steps in, of course. And goes...
Yeah, Hephaestus does upgrade her gauntlets as well, like when they get down
there. That's right. So there's a bit of a fight scene. I say it's a bit of a fight scene. It just starts really with Wonder Woman and Orion, and then we cut to Big Dude in Snow. Who that is the extent of my memory for who this is.
Yeah, he's the firstborn, right?
Right. Okay. Yes, that's right. It's just his firstborn. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
That's pretty much what we know. Yeah, like I said, the fight scene basically just starts. The thing is, the upgraded gauntlets let her like summon swords from it, basically. So she has 2 swords. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the cliffhanger with the firstborn is that he raises some ice monsters out of the snow. I'm sure maybe there's some more like significance to these characters.
I think they're there to attack him, right? Because he's like, his skin is buried near here for his power, and then they rise up, and their line is it'll be funny killing you again.
Okay, I have to confess, I may not have read the dialogue in that last page. Look, I read this last. I was starting to get sleepy halfway through this issue. There may be lots of bubbles that I didn't quite consume. Mm-hmm. I took this last page as him raising them, but you're right. They're kind of threatening him.
No, they're protecting. Presumably, they're to protect his skin, as he calls it.
Yes. So, yes, I don't know. Should we replace this book? Because I'm clearly don't give a shit.
I mean, maybe we should.
I don't know. I mean, some people like this book, though. I feel like people want it to be, seen through.
I mean, I like this book, obviously.
Yes.
I don't know how much is left of it. I can't remember how far they get. I think we're about halfway, maybe.
About under, because it's 6 trades, so I think it's 36 issues.
Right. Okay. Because I know they got. Yeah. I don't remember. What was the third year of the New 52's bollocks months? Because you had.
Oh, I can't remember.
You had the Zero, and then the villains.
It may have been the future one. It might have been.
Could have been the future one. I don't remember the future one for this, if there was one, so I don't think I got that far.
It might not have been them, though. They might have just came back, did the last... Because, I mean, at that point, there'd only been a couple of issues left of the run.
That's true. That's
So
a
it
good
might have been
point.
just someone else, and then they, yeah. So, like I said, I left this till last. It was kind of just, okay, I guess I need to read that one now, too.
I guess we will reevaluate before the next episode if we need to replace this book or not.
And I know some people will be mad at that. Some people really loved Azrael's Wonder Woman. I don't know. I get nothing out of it. Nothing I like about Wonder Woman's in this book. It's weird.
Yeah.
None of her grace, none of her, the way she deals with people. Like everything just feels a bit like weirdly mean. I don't know.
That's fair. I mean, that was the problem with not just Wonder Woman, but New 52 had a lot of those faults of characters across the board, with things feeling off. I mean, I quite like this take because I don't think she feels that mean like you do. I don't quite get that, but and I'm really into the mythology angle of it. But I get why it doesn't appeal. Not for everyone, I guess.
Yeah, what are you rating it?
I'm giving it an 8. I think it's a really good issue.
5, I guess. 5.5. Would you generous? Slightly the positive side. I don't know. It's honestly really hard to look at it objectively. To be honest, it felt like a chore to get through, and it's not like it's badly written or anything like that.
I actually think this is probably one of the quickest reads of everything this week.
I'm just so out of it at this point.
Yeah.
That I'm reading it through hateful glasses at this, and it's not. Like, I know that sounds really like petty and vindictive, but it's not a petty thing. It's like I'm like, I don't want to read it, but I'm reading it for the show, so I'm just sort of like.
Because I think you like even then you're being generous. You're giving it like 5.5. You don't think it's like a terribly written book or anything.
No, I just don't like it.
You just don't enjoy it.
Yeah, and it's one thing to read an issue 1 that you don't enjoy, and then issue 2, and finish an arc maybe.
But this was the 16th issue, I think, of the series that we've read.
Yes, including the 0 issue. Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe reevaluate what this slot's going to. I can tell you this: if we do replace it, it'll be another lady. I think we want to make sure there's always a dedicated, female character slot, just because superheroes can very easily be a sausage fest if you're not too careful with the history of like how many characters.
It would be very easy to just have an all-male lineup for this show.
And not intentionally, just because you happen to
you
pick...
could just pick all the big characters and still only end up with male characters.
So, not to worry on that front.